Okay, so here's my first review on Read On, and the book I'll be reviewing is My Life by Bill Clinton. PBS just did a documentary a few days ago about Clinton, so I think that now more than ever he has kind of become a little relevant, especially with what he's been doing with the Clinton Global Initiative. I've always been a fan of Clinton. Don't know exactly how I feel about his memoirs. Definitely my feelings are mixed. The short of it is, this book is a little too long. I mean, much too long. If you look at, for example, Obama's Dreams from My Father, which he wrote after graduating, well, during his tenure at Harvard, but after graduating, and The Audacity of Hope, those each are about 300 to 400 pages, so definitely much, much shorter than this presidential memoir. Um, there is, I think, though, a lot of stuff that you can extract from it. For example, his personal psychology and philosophy, the way that he came about making a lot of the decisions that he did as president, kind of also a glimpse into his years at the White House, the obstacles that he daily faced, especially with Newt Gingrich and a Republican House of Representatives. There's a little bit of backstory on his family, on his biological father, who actually died before he was born. He died in a car crash when his mother was still about 6 months pregnant. A little bit about his adoptive father, his brother, who at one point was in trouble for getting caught on tape doing cocaine. There's definitely a lot of juicy stuff in this book. And look, when you write a 900-page book, you have a lot to say, to be sure. However, I also felt that there is a lot unsaid. For example, the infidelities, the womanizing, and I know that that's kind of a tabloid element, which a lot of people would appreciate this book not having. But I think that when you have a president whose very legacy will be defined by the infidelities and the womanizing, then I think that you really have to talk about it. And you have to talk about it in detail. Because, I mean, he does kind of scratch the surface of what happened with Monica, with Paula Jones, and Jennifer Flowers. But he really doesn't do the subject any justice. And I think that it was very important for him to at least come forward with a few of the things that the American public doesn't know. He probably did it out of respect for his family, for Hillary and Chelsea. But I think that when you're given a $15 million advance to write your memoirs, which is what he was given for this book, that record was recently only surpassed by Oprah's weight loss book. You have to really talk about what happened. And he doesn't do it here. So for that, big negative for me. Other than that, I mean, the people who like Bill, they'll like this book. There's a lot of inspiration in his story. His essentially his rags to royalty story of coming from very humble beginnings, unlike just about every other president except Barack Obama and a few of the former presidents. I mean, he didn't come from wealth. He didn't come from affluence. He didn't come from, an established family like the Bush family. He really was a phenomenon. He was an unknown, one of the most pragmatic yet visionary politicians that we've ever had. And I think that there's a lot of inspirational quotes in here. There's a lot of good stuff for the people who like Bill. But I think that even for them, there will be things that, maybe they wanted to know more of, and they will definitely be disappointed. So just keep in mind, check me up on Read On, uh, Read On with Sir Michael Rivera.wordpress.com, and keep staying tuned. Thanks, guys.